Hello everyone, hello, hi, hello, welcome in. Hi Elrad, I hope you're doing well today. I am fighting for my life, trying to decide what to play. I looked at so many different games. Hi Chad, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. I looked at so many different games. My list of games that I was looking at, let me see. I was looking at Disco Pup, Grun, which I meant to play Grun at some point, but I was like, that's a scary game and I don't have it in me, and Disco Pup and Grun and Smile for me are all kind of the same flavor of game, and that's not what I wanted to play. And then there was like Hypnagogia, and that's too surreal. That's too surreal. Late Homework was scary, which I told myself I'm not allowed to play scary games on days I have to work the next day because I get too scared. So, but I've been kind of itching to play something scary because I hate myself, I guess. And so on hopefully Saturday. Hi Smokey, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. But on Saturday, hopefully we will be revisiting a scary game that I played the demo for. I'm gonna try to face One-Way.exe again. That game is so scary. That game is so scary. And I was looking at it, and oh, that's such an interesting rat name. Where did that one come from? Also, welcome in, Socks. I hope you're doing well. But last time, I think One-Way.exe was the game that made me be like, no more scary games on weeknights, because I got so scared of Anita. I'm doing well. I hope you and your stinky gray cat and all of your other stinky cats are doing well. One Way is so scary, and I'm also so invested in the plot. Well, I went and I looked at the trailer and all the pictures of the trailer, and the very last picture looked like she was in 3D, and I was like, if they made a 3D model of Anita, I think it's with an N. If they made a 3D model of her, that's gonna get me. I think I will actually die. I think I will actually have a heart attack and die. Because the thing is, they had a PNG of her just standing, and you couldn't even see her face in it because, like, the top part of her, like, she was just standing, and you couldn't, and, like, they kind of darked out, like, the top of her face, or the entire top half of her body. And I was so scared of that PNG that I couldn't sleep. So I'm doing that to myself again. I'm inflicting that upon myself. And for what? Content? I think they were. That game scared me so bad, and it was puzzle solving, and I can't think when I'm scared, but I also can't think ever. But I mean, we finished It Gets So Lonely here, which, by the way, I looked because I was like, surely I got all the Steam achievements. I didn't. So I went back and I got the last two. There's a little bit more to that game. Not enough to be worth like streaming it all over. But definitely an exciting little treat. If you open the game back up and start a new run after the first two runs, after Rosette leaves, spoilers, after Rosette leaves, it's very short, like less than 5 minutes. Less than like barely even 5 minutes, if that. Super short. If you want to go do it, close your ears. I'll count down from 5 and then I'm gonna spoil it, so that's your warning to close your ears. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, but essentially it's the witch narrating again, and she's narrating the same thing in first person. Instead of saying, oh, you're running through the woods, she's kind of like, or instead of you're in the woods, the moonlight can't even reach you, she's like, I'm in the woods, the light can't even reach me. It would suck if I was running, but I'm not. You left me? Rosette, why did you leave me? That sucks. And then you, the player character, kind of show up and she's like, oh, never mind, I'm not so lonely anymore. Do you want to make a deal? And if you say no, she kicks you out. But if you say yes, she's like, okay, well, let me tell you a story. And then she crashes the game. Very fun. Very fun. But that's spoilers over. I will put that in chat. Okay, spoilers over. No more spoilers. I can't even remember what I was talking about. I think I was saying stuff about oneway.exe. But I got so stressed out. That game stressed me out so bad, and we're doing it again. We're doing it again. Because I was thinking, we finished. It gets so lonely here. I don't want to play more Forbidden Solitaire. All the other games I wanted to play, I could not. I was looking at Billionaire Lovers, and Billionaire Lovers, I was like, maybe it can be straight Wednesday for once. I guess. But that wasn't quite the flavor I wanted to go for today. I was looking at the reviews and I was like, this doesn't seem like what I want to do today. So our options, we have Fried Chicken Wings Cause Love Fires, which is a demo, or another demo called Blood Lily, Killers Can't Sink a Yuri Ship. So not straight Wednesday today. No straight Wednesday. But they're both demos. If they both happen to go on, I will say, the names are so silly goofy, and I think Blood Lily is going to be a little bit silly goofy. It said dark comedy, so I'm a little bit nervous, but if I can handle whatever was in Fried Chicken Wings Cause Love Fires, because I was looking at the content descriptions of that, I was like, well, one seems more serious. What's it called again? Fried Chicken Wings Cause Love Fires is a visual novel, just like purely a visual novel, and then Blood Lily, Killers Can't Sink a Yuri Ship is in I think it's RPG Maker. So two different vibes. I was thinking of playing an RPG Maker horror game, but then I was like, those are just kind of I want something short. I want something just to do, because I'm not going to be able to stream next week, I don't think. So I was like, I don't want to start something this week. I want to kind of do something. So do you guys have a preference? Do we want yaoi or Yuri today? Evil, toxic yaoi, or silly, goofy, evil Yuri? Maybe. If not, maybe. The thing about the toxic yaoi game is I think they're going to release it in chapters, but they don't think it's going to release like soon. So that's going to be a demo, and then that's just going to be that. But also, who knows if Blood Lily will ever release? I don't. I also wish women were real. It's a good thing they write so much about them. I was tempted because I was like, I think, like, I was so tempted. I was like, what if I just stream Lip Trip today? What if I just did that? Surprise for everyone if we really wanted Yuri. But then I was like, no, I don't think I can do that actually. I need to play Needy Streamer Overload. I want to. Yeah, that's the Omegaverse one. I was like, maybe not. But Fried Chicken Wings Cause Love Fires seems like it's also going to be a little bit freaky. So, guess there was no avoiding that. Maybe that was just my destiny. I haven't been seeing much about the show. I feel like the game, the premise seemed interesting to me, but I never got like invested in it. So I could see how it would like function better as a show. The gameplay itself just didn't I can't say anything about gameplay, actually. I sat here and I was like, do I want to play something with gameplay? And then the answer was no, I didn't. I wanted to play more visual novels. What can you do? Okay, maybe I'll flip a coin. I don't have a coin. Well, let's do Blood Lily. I'm curious about Blood Lily. I'll have to get it set up. I don't know anything about the game. I've seen very, very, very little about the game. Rip to fried chicken wings cause love fires. We'll have to play that sometime. Okay, hold on. Let me... killers can't sink a Yuri ship, and then... Where's the... I'm setting up OBS. I'll have to change my stream title. Let's see. Is it Blood Lily? How do I spell that? Okay. Okay. There we go. Think. Okay. Let me check one last thing. I don't want it to be too loud. If it even shows up, I don't even think it's gonna show up. Oh wait, okay, hold on. I forgot how my own stream stuff works. Okay. I did set it up and it just decided not to show up. So that's cool. I do like how I can't see the game. Oh shoot, okay, hold on. Everything is broken. There is game audio though. Well... I don't know what to do. It won't show me. It won't show me the game. This is terrible. Yeah, is the audio okay? I did not get a chance to test it because I was like, I don't even know what game we're playing. Well... I found this game like 5 minutes before I started streaming and I was like, these are our options. So I don't know that much about this game, but I guess it's... We're gonna have to do window capture. Oh. Okay, perfect. There it is. But the basic premise is like one of these people is a murderer and we're not gonna know who. That's the premise. That's the gimmick. Did I dox my Discord? Is that a... Did I do that? Yeah, window capture. Usually if I can't use game capture, I have to use window capture. Which I don't like using as much, but you know, what can you do? What, anything for Yuri. It is annoying. There's like a yellow box around. Whatever. That's fine. Okay. This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or to real events is purely coincidental. Content warnings. Homicide, suicide, violence, explicit language. One of these does not fit. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. But I feel like if you're here for a Yuri Wednesday, you should be fine with... Well, actually, you know what? I don't think there was swearing and it gets so lonely here. Not that I can remember. I did not know that. I was curious about, like, who got sued? Who got in trouble? Who got in trouble for flying too close to the sun? They were scarier than swear words. Oh wait, hold on. Oh my gosh, hold on. You guys don't need to watch me mouse over you guys don't need to watch me mouse over things as I read them. Okay, there we go. Chapter 1 of 2 has been substantially adapted from TRPG sessions that the developer played with friends. The TRPG script was originally written by Marikoro. This adaptation was made with their consent. The work is a B-horror mystery comedy adventure game. Although it contains homages to several detective manga, it is not a classical whodunit. I feel like it's real. I feel like this is something that they were like, this is what our game is based off of. It doesn't feel like a game that's trying to, like, this game feels very straightforward and like, this is what it is. This is the game you're getting. This is the content you're getting. I think I could be wrong on that. See, why would you write a book and then be mad that somebody made a movie? I guess. That's a whole can of worms. I feel like that's less valid. If somebody makes a movie based off your book, but they add like too much, then I feel like they can be like, it's not the same thing actually. But I guess laws, and so I don't get that, goes over my head. Okay, I'll have to remember these. Will I? No. Eek. I don't like the silhouette. I don't like it. Give them a wig. Your hands and face are beautiful, woman. Terrible. Awful start. Stay the hell away from me. Well, really strong start to the game. 3 months later. Lily, I've always wanted to visit Mount Amora. Thanks for inviting me and doing all the driving. I'm so glad you're enjoying this. I didn't even know you had a car. No, it's not mine, just one from my family's collection. Okay. Wow. No, wait, does that even work? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get cold on the mountain. I'm gonna get cold. We're hiking. There's no making a, her family has a car collection. There's no making a good first impression. We've already lost. There's no winning anymore. I can't. There's nothing. There's nothing. My car is missing a piece off of the roof of it, and the bumper is kind of falling off. There's no winning. By the way, you were chanting something before we came up the mountain. What was that? Oh, just the 60th secret prayer from the book of... Why do I keep playing games where I have to read, and then I get scared to read? It's used to ward off evil spirits in the mountain. Something wise man taught me. Maybe... Look, if you're a thigh lover, and I'm 90% leg, you're gonna get a lot of thigh. That's just the math of it. So, I mean, a lot of people will be like, oh, what do you like on a woman? This or that. And it's like, throw thighs into the running. Lily and Sally are members of the university's occult research club. Wiseman is their club president. But the two girls are not here today to hunt ghosts. Well, I don't want to be... Well, I guess we've already got content warnings for bad language. I don't want to be too crass right off the bat. They say if someone invites their crush on a trip there, they'll get to be a couple. Yeah, healthy gut bacteria, really important. They're saying protein is the big thing right now, but like you gotta be mindful of like a gut health. I think eat a lot of yogurt is the thing you're supposed to do. I am a fan of this design. Maybe I'm biased though. A ton of random straps and a jacket with 2 long sleeves? Asymmetrical haircut? Okay. Okay, wise man, I see you. I just so happen to have 2 tickets for a trip to Mount Mora. Now they're yours. You should invite Sally to go with you. Wise man is so real for that. Oh, my foot's asleep. Hold on, my foot's asleep. Ow. Hold on. Okay. Ow, I moved it. That did not help. The first stop on the trip was a Japanese-style hot spring. Japanese-style hot spring inn located deep in the forest. Oh my gosh. I've always been shy. It wasn't until college that I made my first friend, Sally. That's difficult, buddy. It's crazy. If I had a ticket to a mountain that would make someone fall in love with me, I would not be giving that away. I'd be selling that for money. For a lot of money. I'd be scamming people. She also introduced me to the occult club and encouraged me to meet more people. My life is so much brighter thanks to her. It didn't take long for me to realize that she's much more than just a friend to me. I do hope she'll understand how I feel about her. Oh, the ghost. Jealousy consumes me. Okay, buddy. The thing I think is fun... Oh. The description said something like, everyone is silhouetted, so you don't know who the perpetrator is. But you can kind of see it on the... I'm misunderstanding. I think any of them can be the murderer, is the premise. But the way it seems like the person... Because in the first scene, it was like the perpetrator was doing the crime, and there's somebody here named Perp. So I'm kind of like, who could it be? Yeah, I'm like, do I think it is that one? Probably not. I like the proprietress's wig. Chapter 1, Section 1. The Forest Inn Disappearance. Perpendicular. It's a really good. Perpetual. Oh, we've been waiting for you. Welcome to our inn. I'm the proprietress, Ryoko Kawajiri, and this is my husband. My name is Yoshiro Kawajiri. I'm 44 years old. Crazy way to introduce yourself. At the age of 44, it's crazy to roll up and be like, hey, I'm 44 years old, by the way. Oh, never mind. I think I get it. I don't smoke, but I occasionally drink. I'm always in bed by 11 p.m. to make sure I get 8 hours of sleep, no matter what. I get it. I get the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I think that's what that feels like to me. Well, that's a lot of detail that we didn't need to know. There's no knowing who could be a killer in this game. All characters except the protagonist and her companions are shown as silhouettes. We will strive to make your stay a pleasant one. I'd ask, yeah, how do you know? If you're telling me to ask you how you know. But I'm assuming that's a thing you've had to do. I'm like, in this case, I'm like 50%, 75% sure that's a JoJo reference. Also, terrible reading of the room. To work on a mountain, or to work at a hotel on a mountain, that if you work on a mountain in a hotel, and the rumor of the mountain is if you invite your crush to the mountain, then your crush will fall in love with you, and you work at a hotel there, and two people come together to your hotel on the mountain that makes people fall in love with you. It is crazy to be like, don't hit on me, I'm old. That's crazy. It's really funny. We will strive to make your stay a pleasant one. She should. I want her to do the laugh. But not really, because then I'd have to do the laugh. Both the proprietor and the proprietress speak with a slight Japanese accent. Oh, perhaps this is my chance to practice some Japanese. Do you guys know, it pops up on like my feed every now and then, where it's like how you think you sound speaking Japanese versus how you actually sound. And like the first one, she like leaves a voicemail in Japanese and it sounds perfectly fine, but then she listens to it back and it's like, moshi moshi. That's what's gonna happen if I start reading. So I appreciate it. Hi Dits, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good day. You say Yoroshiku like we say Yoroshiku. Thank you for the hydrate. The pleasure is all ours. I do hope you'll enjoy your stay. Sally then proceeded to check in. Awesome, slay. I do like the weird little panning effect. I'll take a look around while I wait. Okay, thank you. I would have forgotten this. Talk to people and investigate objects. No need to go outside. Are there any other guests here besides us? 3 others. I know it may be wrong of me to say this as the proprietress, but you should be aware of one guest who has been with us for 3 months. His name is Mr. Perp. And didn't the murder happen 3 years or 3 months ago? I feel like Perp? I feel like I've seen that name before. Perhaps in a local newspaper somewhere. Hear me out. If you take the perhaps and you take the H-A and the S out of perhaps, you're left with perp. Just kind of suspicious that word came up, you know? Or you could rearrange the letters in proprietress too. Oh, just so you know, he isn't a perpetrator or anything like that. Please don't worry. This is insane. This is insane. Of course, you shouldn't judge a person by their name. It's just, how should I put this? He can be somewhat nosy? He still sounds suspicious. If you two come across him, be careful not to disclose any personal information. It's insane to be like, hey, be aware of our guest, his name is Perp. But he's not a perpetrator. What were you thinking? A locked chest. That's my mother-in-law's. It's very important to her. The entire inn was hers originally. We inherited it 17 years ago from her when she retired. Your inn is so nice and cozy. It's quite lovely. I'm honored. Do you and your husband run it just the two of you? Hi, Oni. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, we do have a son, actually, but he works in another town. Yeah, don't roll up and say, you shouldn't stray too far from the lobby. I'm sorry, miss, but that is our office. Please do not enter without permission. Let me in, then. Okay. So I can't go too far this way. Oh, men's bath. Oh. Women's bath. That's pretty. Does this mean Sally and I might be bathing together? But we're both girls. What am I thinking? Hey Lily, we're all checked in. What? Sorry, one last thing. There's a banquet tonight at 7. All of the other guests are attending. We would love for the two of you to join as well. Oh, that sounds so great. One question. I carry around my own set of cutlery wherever I go. Would you mind if I use them? You needn't worry about washing them afterwards. I'll do that myself. Cutlery? Are they silverware? They are, in fact. Why do you... Oh. We have a natural hot spring, and you may have noticed the smell of sulfur in the air. I'm concerned that your utensils might tarnish and turn black. This is a crazy point to bring up. This all feels important. Of course, thank you. I should have realized. I'll use the utensils from your inn, then. What? This entire thing is very... I guess she's not even allowed to use her emotional support cutlery, so what was the move here? What was... You know, Weeball. What a nice room. Let's settle in before joining the banquet. Outside the window was an endless sea of trees. Yeah, I'm like... Is the cutlery... Has somebody tried to poison her via cutlery before? Like a fork with a secret compartment? Or something? I don't know. Game set dressing and prep, but if you rearrange the E and the R in prep, you get perp. Kind of suspicious if you ask. I don't... It's just so out of nowhere. I don't know what to do with any of this information. Suddenly, a strange feeling came over Lily, as if someone was watching her from the forest. By the way, the forest of Mount Mora is haunted. I'll teach you a prayer for the exorcism later, just in case. Only good people can use this prayer, but I'm sure that won't be a problem for you. I think something might be. I think it might become a problem. Why would a haunted place be known as a romantic spot, you ask? Wise Man is very gender. Because fear making your heart pound can set the mood for romance. It's your chance to tell Sally how you feel. Very gender. And also I think Wise Man is a really fun name. A really fun title to have as like a high schooler. I realize you're worried, but remember, sometimes if you don't act right away, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. I love Marriage Toxin. I love Marriage Toxin so much. I have only read the first 5 volumes, but I do love Marriage Toxin. I love Bugman. I think that's one of my favorite characters ever. All right, I can do this. I stopped reading it because I was buying a different series at the time. I can't even remember which one. But I want to... What series was I buying? I can't remember, but I want to start reading it again. And I know I could just pirate it, but last time I tried to pirate something, I got a virus, and so I get scared. All right, I can do this. So, you brought a doll? It's my twin sister. She usually stays at home, but since I'll be away for a few nights, I brought her with me. Sally held the back of the doll's head, making it nod at Lily, and spoke for it. Her tone was odd and cold. I think Sally's gonna be the murderer. I think the game description said it wasn't Sally, but I'm starting to think it's Sally with her emotional support. What was the dialogue here? Interesting. So you're Lily, huh? Is it Sierra? Oh, you're right, you're right. The little doll did it, of course. I'm Sierra. Sally talks about you all the time. So Sally, you must really love this doll. Maybe you didn't hear me. I'm the one talking right now. Maybe we should go home. Hello, Sierra. Come to think of it, didn't Sally mention this before? This is worse than getting a bad haircut. Like, your crush getting a bad haircut and you still persevering through that. That's romance. This might be just delusional. My sister made me a doll when we were younger, and I talk to it all the time. But this is so much more terrifying than I imagined. Geez, Sierra, you're scaring Lily. They're in college? Crazy. You know, I love Sierra so much, but she left me. Sally? This is a terrible start. This is a terrible start to traveling with your crush. I think this is one of those like, oh no, my family just called and I have to leave immediately. Goodbye. Don't come with me. Get an Uber. Get an Uber from the mountains. It is giving hospital gown, but the cardigan makes it cute. But it's okay. No matter what anyone says, this doll is my sister. Okay. Eek. I completely lost my nerve and didn't tell Sally about my feelings. That'd be a crazy time to confess. Like, hey, Shawty, I know your sister maybe died. You want to make out? Terrible. 0 stars. You can't do that. This unexpected side of her caught me so off guard, I wasn't sure how to deal with it. Hey, little mama. That's it. That's the whole line. "7 o'clock in the banquet hall." Oh, the music, the tone shift. Wow, what? I see someone I know. This music is funky. This music, I don't know how well you guys can hear it, but it is funky. I don't think a tone had ever been established until that moment, and then I was like, okay, here's the vibe. And then that happened, and now we're here? Wow, what? I see someone I know. Let's go say hi. I keep forgetting who has what voice. They don't have voices. That's a lot. Sure, alright. Is this the... Yeah, it's the proprietor. Remember, guys, he's 44 and he goes to bed at 11 p.m. and he does not smoke. I prepared these dishes using the best local ingredients. I hope you enjoy your meal. Where's the proprietress? She's putting out mattresses and duvets for everyone. This is Gojo. I'm looking at the white hair on the sprite and the blue eyes that are staring at me. Who? Oh, is this? The man looked Lily and Sally up and down. Can I help you? Oops, sorry, it's a bad habit of mine. The name is Richard Perp. Just call me Perp. Why? Go by Richard! I'm here on vacation. You've been here for 3 months! What about you two? What brings you here? Just a trip, same as you. So this is a suspicious guest. Richard Perp is really funny. But also, like, I'm just so thrown off by everything this game is throwing at me. Wait, Sally? It's Sally, right? Yes, it's been forever. I don't think I like where this is going. Let's hit rewind on the conversation. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what? It doesn't. You guys have fun. You guys have fun. Who is this blonde girl? Why is she so friendly with Sally? Maybe we're the killer. Maybe we're seeing this interaction and we're like, Let me introduce you to. This is my bestie Lily. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, she's like a doll. Adorbs, how could you not love her? I'm not liking the doll imagery that's being evoked either. Like a doll? I'm a grown woman, thank you very much. Oh, whatever. I suppose it's not the first time someone younger said I was cute. Lily, this is my friend Lucy. How do you do, Lucy? I'll have you know that Sally and I have been friends for a very long time indeed. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. What? You really don't sound too pleased, do you? Oh my, pardon me. We're just immediately beefing. How did the two of you meet? I don't think you'd believe us if we told you. Wait! You were right. It is. Oh my gosh. We met by chance at a hospital. I forgot this was based off of someone's Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Okay. Okay. I forgot this was based off a D&D campaign. It was crazy. Some patients got possessed by evil spirits and went around attacking people. Their skin turned blue and their eyes glowed and everything. We barely got out alive. Possessed? I mean, I guess you can introduce it into the conversation, whatever, but like... Kind of like our club president. She experienced something like that before. Lucy and I escaped along with some others. That's how we met. I really want to know what game they were playing. I never knew Sally went through such a horrifying ordeal. She never told me either. Don't remind me. Anyway, what are you two doing here? Are you here on the Mount Amora package tour? You two? Yeah, I insisted on coming along with my boyfriend. Well, as long as we're here, we might as well all enjoy it together. I cannot do a Valley Girl voice. I know, I'll have to ask Nova, because Nova can do a Valley Girl voice. But I wanted it to just be me and Sally. Oh, maybe this girl has a crush on Sally? Okay. I think Lucy is fun. Oh, can we just like sit wherever? Lucy, is this your boyfriend? I need you to put him down. Though maybe it's, what color are his eyes? Hold on. Hey, what's a pretty girl like you doing in a place like this? He's not getting a voice, he's just getting the What on earth? Is this man hitting on me? Oh, if he had blue eyes, I was gonna be like, it's Yusung. It is not. It is not. He does not have blue eyes. So sad. Peel Boyd. I'm Peel Boyd. You should come hang out in my room. His name even sounds like Playboy. This is Ace Attorney. Yeah, Yusung. Well, I think maybe both of them are a little bit equally hopeless. They can have that in common. Maybe if you get tired, we could slip into bed and get comfortable. If you know what I mean. Wink, wink. Ew. Oh dear, how do I deal with this? I know. Sally slipped her arm through Lily's. Excuse me. Hey, you're cute too. Sorry, but she's dating me. Don't even try to come between us. Sally, this isn't gonna stop him. I fear that this is not going to stop him. Whoa, chill out. I get it. Sally is like a hero. Her obsession with that doll was a little frightening, but everyone has a quirk or two, right? I feel like she should have pulled out the doll stuff here and been like, oh, like, here's, look at this. Ooh. I mean, that makes sense. Again? Oh, hell no, babe. You'd better not be hitting on other girls again. Oops. Sorry, he thinks he's a friggin' pickup artist. I really need to whip him into shape. You need to leave him. You need to abandon him. No, they're dating. They're dating. That's her boyfriend. Not siblings. Having had the chance to meet the other guests, Lily and Sally enjoyed the delicious meal. Afterwards, Sally dragged Lily to the hot spring with her. Phew, that felt amazing. You were facing away from me the whole time, though. What's wrong? Just the thought of your naked body was too much for me. Huh? Can he not be at the vending machine? Wasn't that Mr. Perp? What was he doing there? Probably just buying a drink. I suppose it doesn't matter, as long as he didn't peek in the women's bath. Yeah, I'm like, this is really striking a resemblance. It's almost like... Maybe somebody is gonna talk about how it gets so lonely here on the mountain. Maybe that's what's gonna happen. Oh, we're not gonna pick up the paper. Okay. Once they got to their room, Lily was hit with a sudden wave of drowsiness. You look sleepy. No, I still want to chat. It's only 9 o'clock. That's still pretty early for bed. I'll go buy you a cold drink from the vending machines. It might help you stay awake. But Lily soon fell into a deep sleep. Okay, so we suddenly got sleepy. And Sally had an alibi. Like, set up an alibi for herself. So maybe it is Sally. She dreamed of a series of disjointed scenes that seem oddly real. Yeah, do not... Fourth time's the charm. Do not. If you are with a beautiful woman, do not fall asleep. They will get you. First time you're fine, but if the first time you have vivid nightmares, don't do it again. Evacuate the situation. This feeling, are you the one who is watching me from the forest? Go, hurry. You have to rescue Sally. Okay. What? Or she will be doomed, just like I was. Okay. I don't want her to be my replacement. Replacement? Okay, thank you. Okay. Why would I have a dream like that? Lily reached for her phone and saw it was 9:30 p.m. already. It's been half an hour? Buying a drink shouldn't take this long. Lily called Sally, but her phone had no reception up here on the mountain. Let me do the rescuing, please. Excuse me, have you seen Sally? She's missing. Please, don't panic. How long has it been since you last saw her? 30 minutes? Hey, what's going on? Sally went to the vending machines to buy a drink, but it's been 30 minutes and she still isn't back. She may be a lost cause like so many others who come here. Or worse. What? Why the hell would you say that? Maybe you should just shut up, asshole. No, tell me what you meant. Don't you girls know? This forest is infamous. People come here to end their lives. What? No, Sally would never. That's insane. That is insane to, like, see people who are obviously here on a couples trip and be like, hey, I know you're on a couples trip, but guess what? Lily borrowed the end's telephone and called the police. What did the police say? I pleaded with them, but they weren't helpful at all. I think they just assumed the worst. They said not to do anything until they searched the forest tomorrow morning. They just want us to sit around until then? Wish I had gone downstairs with Sally instead of falling asleep. Then maybe she wouldn't have gone missing. The police are right. It's risky enough to venture into the forest during the day. But doing so this late at night is outright dangerous. I think everything about this is kind of turning into like a terrible, awful date. You should leave it to them and try to get some rest. They're not even doing anything. Oh, right. You're Sally's bestie, aren't you? Are you really not going to do anything? When my bestie got into an accident, I didn't just stand around crying like that. God, you make me so angry. Okay, get her, Lucy. Sometimes if you don't act right away, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. You're so right. I do need to save right now. I do, like... Let's get a bad ending right now. Lily chose to wait. Early the next morning, the police searched the forest. They found no trace of Sally. Lily had no choice but to wait some more. Several days later, they finally found her. However, she had 2 deep cuts on her wrist and had lost far too much blood. Her body was cold and lifeless. They concluded that she must have done it to herself. But Lily refused to believe it. 1 year turned to 2, then 3. Time kept flying by. But Lily kept waiting. She never gave up hope that someday her crush, Sally, would return from the forest. Okay. Good work, team. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping Wise Man shows up. Let the Wise Man participate in whatever antics are about to go down. I can't believe I needed this younger girl to knock some sense into me. Lily took a deep breath. Thank you for that. I must pull myself together. Now you're talking. You can count on me to help. Was Lucy not going to do anything? Was Lucy just like, not my problem? I feel like Wise Man's got to actually be named Wise Man. Like, there's just no way. I would very much appreciate that. Girl, no, stop being so polite. We're in this together now, okay? Lucy is now a companion. Okay, so Lucy's not the murderer. You're right. Let me try that again. Thanks, Lulu. You're the best. Yeah, never mind. Polite's good. Miss Kawajiri, would you please let me go on a search for Sally around the inn? Or would that be an inconvenience? Not at all. Of course that's fine. I'll go unlock the one vacant room. Feel free to look around. I appreciate it very much. I don't know who I think the murderer is. Right now, everyone is kind of so bizarre. I don't think... Like, Mr. Perp was here 3 months ago, but also... I don't know. Where's Mr. Perp? Wasn't he just here? Oh man, that guy is mega sus. It's gotta be him. Perp is the perpetrator. There was a screenshot of Lucy being like, if this was a scary movie, I would die. Like, I'd be dead first. So I'm a little bit concerned. You just wanted to make that pun. But I'm going to investigate the vending machine area first. Then we can question Mr. Perp. For 3 months that Mr. Perp has been here, he's been snooping around, keeping tabs on the other guests. Makes everyone uncomfortable, and I wish that he would stop. Is that horrible rumor about the forest true? Unfortunately, yes. There have been multiple tragedies there. May I ask if any of them were guests that you're in? Yes. Has anyone gone through the entrance? I was here the whole time, but I never saw Sally go through those doors, or anyone else for that matter. Okay, bye. Can we leave? No need to go outside. Okay, I think you're wrong. Obtain draft column 1. Substitute Sacrifice by Richard Perp. Mountains, bodies of waters, and other specific spots are sometimes notorious for fatal accidents. Spirits of the deceased often get bound to those locations, preventing them from moving on. This sounds like I'd hear this in Ace Attorney. To break free, the spirits must either wait for or kill a new victim who will take their place. This is described as a substitute sacrifice, and the victim is called the replacement. Similar legends exist in many places. Examples include China's... okay. Japan's, Man, I know the pronunciation for these would be different, like the rules of it, but I just don't know. Shichinen Misaki, the 7 drowned in our country, and so on. I suppose Mr. Perp must have written this. How did it end up near the vending machine? Did he drop this when we saw him earlier, just as we were coming out of the bath? Or else... He could have dropped it when he kidnapped Sally. There's no way she went missing right here if the lady's right there. There's no one here. Just thought I would check. Women's bath. There's no one here. I think we investigated enough of the first floor. Let's go upstairs to see what we can find. Let me in the office. Okay. Yeah, we did see, I'm wondering if it's like a maybe like we as the player saw that. Because in this it's like, oh, there's like 2 squares to walk on. Whose room is this? Oh, draft column 2. The symbolic roll of silver. During the Middle Ages, people believed that silver was effective against supernatural threats such as werewolves, vampires, evil spirits, and the like. This is because the metal turns black when exposed to some poisons and prevents water from spoiling, leading people to believe it possessed mystical powers. This is where the silverware comes in. The silverware is important. Can I? Okay. No, there's nothing. I get nothing. Can I run? Okay, we'll talk to him last. I think this one is our room. Oh, the camera movement is actually a little bit dizzying. Terrible. This is incredibly dizzying. Oh my gosh. The Playboy doesn't look up from his phone. Babe, hey! What? Remember this girl? Her bestie's gone missing. We gotta help look for her. Can't. Busy. He is watching a B horror film. In it, a man and a woman are flirting with each other by a lake. Out of nowhere, a masked man bursts out of the water. He has a machete. A head goes flying. Screaming ensues. It's like every slasher film ever. You were lying there watching that for a whole half hour, even before I went downstairs. Lucy came downstairs around 9:30, which means they must have been here together between 9 and 9:30. That's exactly when Sally went missing, so neither of them could have been the perpetrator. Jeez, just help us out, okay? Watch the rest when you come back. No. Why don't you shut up and leave me alone? Or you're asking for it. We gotta kill him. Never mind, Lucy. Let's go. He hasn't been cleared yet. It's gotta be him. He sucks. Freaking jerk. He's always like this. This guy sucks. Oh dear, your boyfriend seems rather toxic. Why are you dating him? Suppose it's none of my business, but still. Well, it's kind of a long story. Okay, tell it. Can we pester him again? Okay. That's all the rooms. Oh. Can I help you? Well, we decided to search the inn for Sally. You haven't seen her, have you? What's her full name? Herb pulls out a pen and a notebook. Did anything unusual happen before she went missing? Did she ever say she wanted to die? Don't answer her question with more questions. If you don't mind, can we take a look around inside? We're searching everyone's rooms, not just yours. I most certainly mind. Unless you can find me the drafts I lost earlier. Drafts? You mean like this one? Exactly, thanks. But there's another one and I have no idea where I left it. Hey, wanna know where we found that one? In front of the vending machine. That's where Sally went before she disappeared. You're the perpetrator. You did it. Lily took a breath. Mr. Perp, you're the perpetrator. We're just getting bad endings as soon as possible. Hearing the commotion, the proprietor came running. He helped subdue Perp. The next morning, the police seized numerous photos and documents from Perp's luggage, all of which were connected to the cases of suicides in the forest. He was arrested immediately. Lily later learned that almost all of the recent deaths had been women. Strangely, they all had cuts in a two lines shape on their left wrist, like a gruesome calling card. Based on that evidence, the police had actually been looking for a serial killer all along. Several days later, Sally was found dead in the forest. Curiously, the suicide rate in the forest plummeted after that, and the locals were finally able to live quietly. However, 1 year turned to 2, then 3. Time kept flying by. To this day, Perp still vehemently denies murdering Sally. As for the truth, only he may ever know. I think it's some kind of like, he's investigating. I think the ghost in the woods, he knows the ghost in the woods. The ghost in the woods is the ghost that was murdered, is the woman who was murdered at the beginning. And that's why he's been here for 3 months, because he was in love with, they were in love with each other. Him and the ghost, or one of them was in love with the other. I'm more inclined to believe Perp was in love with the ghost in the woods. The ghost in the woods got, and because the rumor is that was Perp creepy? They said the issue was he's nosy. So what my inclination is to believe is that he's investigating, because there's the thing that's like, oh, if you replace, like, if you find the victim, or if you find a new victim, then you can, the spirit of the current victim, like the current ghost, can move on. And that's the only, you've got to find like someone new. So I think maybe he's trying to figure out how to, he's either trying to figure out how, I don't know. It's got to be something with that though. Well, it can't be him. We still need to check his room just in case. What should we do? Slip him a thick stack of bills. Will this be enough? I rarely use cash, so I don't have much on me at the moment. Please, all we need is a quick look around your room. Lily bowed down low, then took Perp's hand in both of hers. What the? It's a stack of bills. You're trying to bribe me with money? What an insult. Perp quickly counted the bills. Is what I want to shout, but I can't turn down this much cash. It's really funny. So, you're in trouble? I'll show you double? I'm so very glad we see eye to eye. Lily is ballin'. Lily and her family's car collection is balling. The power of cold hard cash. I don't know if that was the right choice, but that's way funnier. Come on, let's go. All right. Search all you want. I'm innocent. Can we give him his thing? No, he just doesn't get to have it anymore. Phantom, the Shadow Over the Forest by Richard Perp. In the depths of Mount Amora Forest, a serial killer once lurked, known as the Phantom of the Forest. No one knew his true appearance or name, his image only existing in the imaginations of those he terrorized. He exclusively targeted women, leaving parallel slash marks on his victims. All of the victims died from blood loss. However, the killing stopped abruptly 20 years ago, and there's been no trace of him since. Some suspect that he committed suicide in the forest. I saw a short video featuring this phantom killer. It said he had a huge cult following of girls who were into him. Into him? He was a murderer. Why would he be loved? His fans were like, he must have been deprived of his mother's love and wanted to fix him. I do hate, that's just the worst. Certain manga volume entitled The Detective Puppeteer Case Files. The main character is a high school student whose grandfather is a detective. An incident transforms him into an elementary school student, and he solves murder cases with a puppet. That's... This manga sounds highly suspicious in terms of copyright infringement. I want to be a detective too. I'm sure in the, like you encounter so many people throughout the course of your life, and sometimes I just have to reflect on the fact that, like, some of them are that bad or worse, and that's just not information I get to know. That's just how the cookie crumbles, and I hate it. You see, I have nothing to hide. I just didn't want to risk anyone seeing my drafts. I remember now, you publish articles in the occult column of the Hill Poly Daily. Sally and I always read it. My apologies for not recognizing your name. Okay, so like, you've been staying here for months, spending your time snooping around. I'll just say you can investigate? Precisely. This forest is indeed a suicide spot, but the uptick of suicide rates has only happened in recent years. What's more, I've discovered that nearly all of them were women staying at this inn, and every one of them had parallel slash marks on their left wrist. The fact that she was like, man, I just didn't recognize that name, when she had such an extreme reaction to it, it's really, really crazy. No matter how you look at it, it's a classic serial murder. Or she will be doomed, just like I was. So that was the ghost of a victim. When I asked, proprietor Kawajiri told me his mother passed this inn on to him when she retired 17 years ago. The proprietress mentioned something similar. What of it? I got in touch with one of old Miss Kawajiri's friends who is still alive. She said they haven't seen each other in years. Care to guess for how long? Also 17 years. You don't mean... I believe the former proprietress never retired and must have gone missing. If you know all that, why didn't you say anything back in the lobby, genius? Why are you dropping hints like the goddamn Riddler? I really like Lucy. I think Lucy is so fun. I can't risk revealing what I know, you see, after all. The perpetrator is here in this inn. That does make sense. After all, you've only been here for 3 months. Somebody is committing these crimes for years. The owner of the inns are much more likely to be responsible. I suspect that it's the Phantom of the Forest. He must have never disappeared. Bet you anything that he murdered the former proprietress and her son, and has been impersonating proprietor Kawajiri all these years. As for the rise of suicide cases in the forest, I suspect he periodically kidnaps women to murder later, then stages their deaths as suicide. Then he must have kidnapped Sally, too. But if the proprietor really is the Phantom, how could his wife, the proprietress, not know? Don't understand why she would protect him. Well, that's easy. The proprietress must be one of his fangirls. Somehow, I don't think it's that simple. You're overthinking it. Does it even matter? Let's just start looking for evidence. You're right. At the very least, we need to find Sally. I've got more to investigate. Let's split up. You're gonna die. If you run into the proprietor or proprietress, talk with them the same as before. Be careful not to tip them off. Gotcha. You've given us all this information, and now you're going off on your own? Doesn't you know that's how people die in murder mysteries? After this trip ends, I'll be a true detective. He's most definitely doomed. Stop that. But he didn't get marked off as an ally either. I invited Sally to Mount Amora to confess my feelings to her, but she disappeared unexpectedly from the inn. According to Richard Purp's deduction, the perpetrator is the serial killer called the Phantom of the Forest. The inn's proprietor, Yoshiro Kawajiri, is he really the Phantom? Either way, I won't let a serial killer come between Sally and me. I swear I'll reveal his true identity. You just watch. Oh, it's the trailer. The guy who stood between the Yuri ship, he's dead. Is this the whole... No! No way. What? Hold on. What's the last update? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. We got the trailer and, and nothing. It is not dead. The last update was what is the last update was March 25th, which isn't like crazy recent, but like I think for like an indie game, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. A month, 2 months is pretty good. There's hope yet. Well, I guess I knew it was just the demo, but sometimes, you know, you get, this is the end of the demo. To view CG and character sprites, please go to the gallery on the title screen. Thank you for playing. If you enjoyed it, please leave a review on the Steam page. And please wishlist the game. Well, yeah. Oh, we can, hold on, we can, all the expressions. That's fun. I feel like we should have gotten Perp's identity. This is so upsetting. We know it's not them, and they said it was one of them. But then also there's this guy who just doesn't get an identity. But I guess... Oh, you know what? Hold on. Are there variations? Hold on. There's no variations of this one. But I'm looking at the eye color. Hold on. This eye color is a little bit more similar to this eye color. So I'm inclined to believe... Open your eyes. Open... It's not him. I'm inclined to believe it's the proprietress. I don't know what to do. I don't know. This was kind of my whole plan. I do really like the game. I was a little bit worried because I'd literally never heard of this game before. Let me tell you, I was in the trenches trying to find something to play. And when you're in the visual novel section, that's the scariest place to look for, like, at the games like this section. Yeah, like, definitely the proprietor and the proprietress are suspicious. But, like... definitely... Like, I just... This entire game is so strange to me. I want it to be the Playboy. Yeah, I saw a game called Law School, and I was like, what the hell is this? And I was just mousing over all the games. I don't know what kind of law school they're going to. Freaky law school? To learn freaky law? That's... I was It was just very baffling. Very baffling. Anyways. Well. Oh, you know what? There was the other choice. We could go actually, like... give him his stuff back. Mr. Perp isn't the perpetrator. Help find the draft. You're a lifesaver. I was drafting something up for an occult column I write for. Pretty sure I dropped it on the 2nd floor. An occult column? This must be it. Handed over draft column 2. This is definitely my draft. I'll show you my room as promised. I feel like that's the correct thing to do. But come on, let's go. All right. Nope. Can we do whatever we want? Can we leave? Ah, dang. So sad. This is so sad. Well. Oh. Oh. They have names. They have full actual names. Okay. Well, that's fun. I don't really know what to do anymore. I was expecting the demo to be just a little bit longer. Lily and Lily, come on. It's so true because the game is also called Blood Lily and that's too much. It's too much. And also the names Lillian, Lily, Lucy, Sally. Like, Richard is the most unique thing we got going for us. Richard Perp is the most unique. I guess it does all connect. But I don't know. I don't know flower language. I don't know names. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Well? Is there a Yuri tag on Steam? There's not a Yuri tag on Steam. I was gonna say we could just look for more insane games. Wait. They have games? They have actual... Hold on. We've found something fun. We have... Okay, hold on. It looks like they have like a whole thing. Physical exorcism, case 1. When 2 exorcists, Brucey and Jade, were starving to death, a high school student named Lucy was kind enough to share food with them and hire them to protect her friend from an evil spirit. However, it turns out that the spirit has an unusual past. And then there's case 0, the Cannibal Boy. It's a half-hour visual novel partly based on a true story written by a writer with a background in psychology. It is a psychological horror story with an urban legend theme. That's really not as descriptive, but we'll take what we can get. Case 2, Paranormal Evil. A survival horror puzzle RPG. Roll your dice to perform checks for elements such as willpower or firepower and save a girl in a hospital full of evil spirits and zombies. Extra case, My Girlfriend's Secrets. Your girlfriend seems to be hiding something. Will you respect her privacy or pry into her secrets? Don't worry though, this is a horror dating sim with a time loop, so you can try again and again and again. There's also case 3, also the Cannibal Boy comes back. There's more Cannibal Boy cases. With Sally and Lily. Sally's boyfriend? Guys, this trip was doomed from the start. Okay. It really isn't. Just so you know, if we played the other game, it also had cannibalism in it, so I guess there was no avoiding it. Okay, so all these games seem pretty short. I am not joking. I am not joking. You think I like my toxic Yuri and toxic yaoi without cannibalism when that's just the best metaphor? You know, they say find your niche, and I'm just glad I finally found mine. You've gotta have something to work with. Oh, I don't like the description of this one. Blood Lily Ghost Stories. And the description says, a horror game about a needy female ghost. A trio of close-knit occult club girls gather late at night to enjoy telling ghost stories. Little do they know that Miss Choker, a ghost that targets girls, is just dying to appear. That's crazy. Miss Choker? But I'm looking at the silhouette, and it's referring to the necklace kind, but it's like, if it's a ghost, I wouldn't have assumed that. But it does look like Wise Man is the main character of this one. So maybe we've kind of gotten ourselves at a point, I don't really want to start a new game now. Oh, Wise Man's name is Azura. Yeah, I didn't want to start a series. I think because this is a demo, it's a good one-off, but the rest of the games are actual, like, actual games that you can pay money for, and I would assume. Oh, and this is coming out this year. So we started at the end of the series. I think this might just be like, what tabletop RPG is this based off of? Well, this has kind of just become chatting. That's what this has become. We can just chat for now, and then it looks like we've found something new. Because all the games seem to be like less than an hour, so we could probably knock out like 3 or 4 of them a stream. So that's fun. This is exciting. This is exciting. We're wrapping up. We're starting series. We're wrapping up series. Once we get through one way, we can. I say get through one way. Yeah. Once we get through one way, we can return to Zato. And what's the other? What other game was it? Oh, I can't even remember. What was it? Oh shoot, there was another game I was thinking of. It wasn't Forbidden Solitaire. I don't care about that. That's too much solitaire for me, and I don't want to play more solitaire. I will, just for the sake of finishing the game. But I don't want to. I don't want to play more solitaire. That's too much. What game was it? Oh my gosh, there was another game that I feel like I was either started or was going to start that I was excited about, but I guess not. Hopefully Friday we can get back to Otome Friday. I miss Casper. I love Casper. I don't think so. I was just thinking of it and I was like, I'm really excited to start this, and now oh no, I remember. Do you guys, I don't know what I thought I was doing. This game was supposed to be like 30 minutes long and I couldn't even beat it. But I played Blood Mall, which is you go to the mall, you are sent into the mall because there's a dinosaur. There's a velociraptor in the mall and it's killing people. That game was just, I don't even think it was necessarily a demo. It was just like a short game. I don't know why the dinosaur got me so bad. It's getting like a bigger version. I don't want to say a full version because the short one is a full version. But I'm like, maybe if the version that scared me, maybe if they, I think I just panic in chases so bad. And anytime I knew the dinosaur was going to get me, I just got too scared. I got too scared, but maybe... Actually, I don't know. I say maybe we can revisit Blood Mall too if we're in a visiting new games. It's such a silly premise, and I really wish I was like not such a coward that everything startled me so bad that I just couldn't play it. But maybe I don't know. I'll get someone to play it with me or something. I know it's not multiplayer. By play it with me, I mean like somebody can sit there and be a moral support while I like cry. I'm not even afraid of dinosaurs. I'm not. I feel like it'd be fun, but also every time I do that, I just end up like, I think I just end up hurting people's ears. So I do feel bad. Because, you know, I have a limiter on stream. My audio can't go above a certain volume, and that's for you guys' sake. But I don't think that's a thing I know how to set up on Discord. So rip to everyone there. But I guess today can be a short stream. I'm sleepy. We found a new series. Maybe I've got to like clean up my OBS. I've got to like fix my redeems. So maybe when I do that, I'll try to figure out how to do like a Discord limiter thing. Just knock everything out at once. I've got to update, mix it up. Thank you guys for being here. I'd say I'm glad we figured out the mystery. We figured something out. Maybe not the mystery of who kidnapped our girlfriend, but we figured out the mystery of there's more of these games. This is a long-running thing. That's so exciting. I cannot believe I've never heard of these. This was very charming. I feel like with RPG Maker, like small RPG Maker games, you kind of get like a mixed bag of like, is it gonna be good or is it gonna be like just like really mediocre? But I thought this one was fun. It's got heart. It's a little bit silly. I enjoyed it. Very genuine. It knows what it's trying to be. It's not trying to be anything but what it is. And I think that's one of my favorite like ways media can present itself. If you try to be like... Actually, an example. I know I just said I was ending stream, but we can talk movies a little bit. Because I love bad movies. But there's a movie called Bad CGI Gator or something where, and it's like any kind of like, oh, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like a group of college students or something go to a cabin. They all like, it plays into like tropes a lot, but it tries to be more than it is. Like it tries to kind of like, it kind of dogs too hard on its own genre that it's not even fun to watch. But then one of my favorite movies, it's a Walmart exclusive called Alien Shark. And that movie is just 100% a bad movie. It's not I don't think it's trying to be a good movie. I think at one point in the final scene, they forgot to add the shark in. So one of the actors is just fighting nothing, literally fighting nothing. It's really, really fun. And I really enjoy that one. Bad CGI Gator did not kill its wife. It got zapped by a laptop. It's so disappointing that movie is not good. Thank you, Socks, for the hydrate. I need to get better about making tea before stream, especially since I keep playing like visual novels and like reading and story games. Well, yes and no. The game was a very short demo, so we didn't really get all that much, but they do have a ton more games, so we're winning a little bit in terms of we've just found a fun new series to go through. When there's women loving women, you can't go wrong. Everyone's a winner when that happens. But I am going to get the raid started. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to raid into Orla. But I will see you later. Bye-bye.